And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The Broncos at 6 and 4 now. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They go play action with Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam down. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Deadwood score. Javonte Williams His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go play action now. Wilson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Straight ahead, ETN. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. They'll run with ETN. And he'll have a Jets 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. And they'll go again with ETN. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Moore, the man in motion. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. This will be caught. Judy. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early. That's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
And they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Slot man moves right. On 2nd and 10. Wilson.
And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Wilson.
They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
And returning it, here's Hamler.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing is Wilson. Going deep downfield for Ross. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Out to his left. That's going to be caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Here's the sneak with Wilson. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak. No place to go.
Williams powering his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now McManus for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early? And he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Broncos. Now the ball comes loose. Goodness, nobody wanting to hold on to that football. 2 fumbles, one by each team on the same play. Not something you see every week.
No, not at all. And you and I both know how important possessions are nowadays in the NFL because there's not much difference between teams. So when you get a chance for a takeaway, you've got to hold on to the football yourself. Don't give it right back to him.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Steps away to his left. Open man here is Conklin.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Second down and 3. A give running right, ETN.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Another tote for ETN.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
ETN up the middle.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Going deep downfield for Ross. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They try the left side here with Williams. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. 4th down, and the Broncos call on Colby Wadman to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
This is searching for the first touchdown this game, and that quick 3 and out. That's not going to achieve that at all. Good victory to the secondary there. They got out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads?
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way home for the Broncos score. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league, about his height, his big defensive lineman, can he get the ball over? When you get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
He'll drop that underneath to ETN.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try to wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wilson. He'll air this one out from Mims. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Play action. It's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. His throw incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw is Wilson. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there, because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. and he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from adding another catch to his big start.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Wilson.
Got a man. It's Judy, complete.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Throwing again here, Wilson.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Here's Wilson.
That's complete. It's Okuodenom.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
But that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. This is why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah.
No.
And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Moore, the man in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. And give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Hamler now on the return.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Going deep downfield for Ross. It got his man, complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A huge play there for Denver, and even 60 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson.
They'll get that complete to Alberto. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Williams. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now a toss left side. It's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams.
His third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year.
And the Broncos use the short field to get in for 6. We can talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on the defensive side of the ball.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And the lead is now 24. Touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll look to ETN to start things out.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson forced out to his left.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now Wilson on 1st down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Cassidy, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lorenzo Carter able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now it's Wilson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. But he will not make it into the end zone. He stops short, and that might spell an end to their chances as this stays a 3-score game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. And you know what else happened on that play? He just went past 45,000 career passing yards.
He's going to cherish that moment, but he's also going to celebrate it with so many different people. Guys he's playing with currently, guys he's played with in the past, especially offensive linemen who've kept him upright to throw the ball, receivers who've caught it. I mean, just so many people to embrace. And last but not least, a lot of coaches who called a lot of passing plays.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. Wilson on the keeper, and he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Now Wilson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Touchdown! Chase Edmonds from 4 yards out. And the Broncos are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. McManus's point after is good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Curtis Samuel, 85 yards. And the Jets get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it would seem as if their three-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got Hamler on the out route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They go play action now. Wilson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Lorenzo Carter.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Wilson. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And his throw is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
Wilson will throw again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They go play action with Wilson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Open man here is Conklin. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 18. A gain there of 21 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Noy shifts past him. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
From the 16, Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. There he goes, right side. He's at the 30. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just...
And my goodness, another interception. Sauce Gardner puts it on. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
He'll get this off to Etienne.
And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A higher-scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they did.
Yeah, all right, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shut out Tech 9. Go and shut up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a Renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'm a finisher. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm a men in them. Enemies, I'm the enema. I'm a on them, just like my keys, drop my on a dinner work, my